Hello students, I am Miss Vijay Lakshmi. Today I am going to discuss the chapter Magnetic Effect of Electric Current. Electricity is an important part in today's world of industrialization. Our life is incomplete without it. Whether we work in an office or at home, everything depends upon the availability of electricity. Appliances like the electric bulb, fan, television, refrigerator, washing machine, motor, radio, everything works due to electricity. When electric current passes through current carrying conductor or coil, then a magnetic field is produced around it. As opposite to this, if a continuous change in magnetic field is produced, then electric current can be produced. After studying this lesson, we will be able to identify magnets and explain their properties, explain the concept of magnetic field and state the properties of lines of magnetic force. We can infer that when electricity flows through a conductor, magnetic field is produced around it. We can also describe electromagnets and explain the working of electric bells. We can explain the force experienced by a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. We can describe electromagnetic induction and its importance in different aspects of daily life. We can also describe alternating current and direct current and list the appliances that work on these currents. We can state the hazards involved in using electrical energy in industries and at home and describe safety measures necessary to minimize them. Now, let us discuss magnet and its properties. According to history, the use of magnets were discovered by the ancient Greek during the period of Greek civilization. They found stones which were able to attract iron and nickel like other substances. This naturally occurring stones which was discovered then is called as lodestone. This is an oxide of iron, that is Fe3O4. So, natural magnets occur in nature. These are not very strong magnets. They attract pieces of iron and nickel. These are called lodestone and this is an oxide of iron. The property of attraction of small particles of iron towards lodestone is called as magnetism. The magnetic force of attraction of these natural magnets is much less and thus these magnets cannot be used for practical purpose. Strong magnets made of iron, nickel and lead are made artificially and used for practical purpose. Those magnets are also called as permanent magnet. So, a magnet is a material or object that produces a magnetic field which is responsible for a force that pulls or attracts other materials. The magnets that are commonly available in different shapes are bar magnet, horseshoe magnet, cylindrical magnet, circular magnet and rectangular magnet. These magnets of different shapes are used in various appliances used at home like tape recorder, radio, motor, doorbell, headphones, etc. If a natural magnet is suspended freely with the help of a string, it always rests in the north-south direction. The end that rests towards the north is named as north pole, while the one which ends at south is named as south pole. They are represented as capital N and capital S. Now, let us do an activity to study the properties of magnet. Take one magnetic needle, two bar magnets and some iron fillings and an awl pin. Tie a string at the middle of a bar magnet and hang. This bar always rests at the same direction. With the help of the magnetic needle, find out the direction. By this, you will be able to prove that a bar magnet always rests in the north-south direction. Take some iron fillings near the bar magnet. They stick to the magnet. Thus, magnet attracts iron. You would observe that the amount of iron fillings near the poles is maximum, while at the middle is negligible. If you bring any pole of a bar magnet near the pole of a freely suspended bar magnet, then either it will attract or repel the same. So, you can say opposite poles of magnet attract each other and like poles repel each other. If north pole comes near north pole, repulsion happens, and if north pole comes near south pole, attraction takes place. Take an iron ore pin near a bar magnet, leave it there for some time. You will find that the ore pin has acquired magnetic properties and iron fillings start sticking to the ends of the ore pin as well. Now, break the bar magnet into smaller pieces. Now, observe that magnetic properties are retained in the pieces as well. Thus, the two poles of a magnet cannot be separated. So, now we can list the properties of magnet as: first, it attracts iron towards itself, then freely suspended magnet always rests at the north-south direction. Like poles repel while unlike poles attract. If iron pieces are brought near a strong magnet, they also start behaving as magnets. The poles of a magnet cannot be separated. Now, let us discuss about magnetic field. Keep a small magnetic needle near a bar magnet. The magnetic needle rotates and stops in a particular direction only. This shows that a force acts on the magnetic needle that makes it rotate and rest in a particular direction only. This force is called torque. The region around the magnet where the force on the magnetic needle occurs and the needle stops at a specific direction is called a magnetic field. The direction of magnetic field is represented by magnetic line of forces. Direction of magnetic needle changes continuously and it takes the curved path while moving from north to south. This curved path is known as magnetic line of forces. Tangent line drawn at any point on magnetic line of force represent the direction of magnetic field at that point. This magnetic line of forces have following properties. Magnetic line of forces always start from north pole and end at south pole of the magnet, as you can see from the figure. These lines of forces never intersect each other. Near the pole, magnetic lines are very near to each other, which shows that magnetic field at the poles is stronger as compared to other parts. Our earth also itself acts as a giant magnet with south magnetic pole somewhere in the Arctic and north magnetic pole in Antarctic. The earth also behaves like a bar magnet. Its hot liquid center core contains iron, and as it moves it creates an electric current that causes a magnetic field around the earth. The earth has a north and a south magnetic pole. These poles are not same with the geographic north and south poles on a map and tilted at an angle of 11.3 degree with respect to it. Due to this, if a magnetic needle is suspended freely, it rests in the north-south direction and is useful for navigation. Now, let us discuss how magnetic field is produced around the current carrying wire. If an electric current is made to flow in a wire, magnetic field is produced around it. For seeing this, take a conducting wire like copper wire. Now, with the help of connecting wires, attach this to the two ends of a battery. Keep a magnetic needle parallel to the conducting copper wire. When the circuit is complete, the magnetic needle shows deflection. This shows that when electric current flows through a conductor, magnetic field is produced around the conductor. If the current is increased, there is greater amount of deflection. If the direction of flow of electric current is changed, by reversing the end of the battery, the direction of deflection in the magnetic needle is also reversed. If the current flow is stopped, the deflection in the magnetic needles also ceases. Thus, magnetic field is an effect of flow of electric current through conducting wire. In the year 1820, a scientist from Denmark named S.C. Wersted observed this effect for the first time. The principle of the magnetic effect of electric current is used in many appliances like motor, etc. Now, what is an electromagnet? An electromagnet is a type of magnet in which magnetic field is produced by the flow of electric current. Current carrying solenoid with soft iron core inside it forms an electromagnet. Electromagnets are widely used as a component in electrical devices such as motor, generator, electrical bells, MRI machine, etc. Besides that, strong electromagnets are also being used in brake system of the superfast train in the world, in the cyclotrons, and in mega experiments like experiment at CERN laboratory at Geneva. Now, let us compare what is bar magnet and an electromagnet. A bar magnet is a permanent magnet. Its magnetic field remains constant, but electromagnet is a temporary magnet. Its magnetism remains till current flows through it. For bar magnet, its magnetic strength cannot be reduced or increased, but in case of electromagnet, its magnetic strength may be changed at will by changing the amount of current flow. Bar magnet is a weak magnet, but electromagnet is a strong magnet. The strength of magnetic field can be controlled. The poles of a bar magnet do not change, but in case of electromagnet, by mere change in the direction of flow of electric current, the poles may be altered. Let us try to make an electromagnet. For this, we have taken a coil made of thick copper wire and an iron rod is inserted inside the coil. The two ends of the copper wire are joined with a voltage supply or an eliminator. We are bringing an iron nail near the coil. When no current is flowing, the nail will not stick to the coil. It shows that no magnetic field is there in or near the coil. Now, we switch on the current in the coil and bring the iron nail near the coil. It attracts the iron nail, which shows that on passing current, the coil behaves as a magnet, or we can say an electromagnet. When we switch off the circuit, the iron nail falls down or does not stick to the coil. Now, let us discuss how electromagnet is used in an electric bell. In electric bell, U-shaped electromagnet is used. Soft iron is placed between the arms of the electromagnet. This is called as core. The poles of the electromagnet are connected to a power supply, that is a battery or main supply. Between this, there is a push button B. When the push button is pressed, current starts flowing in the coil of the electromagnet and its soft iron core gets magnetized. This magnetized core pulls the armature attached to the electromagnet towards itself. As a result of this, the hammer attached to the armature strikes the gong and a loud sound is produced. As soon as the armature is attracted by the electromagnet, the circuit is brought at the contact screw. The electromagnet no more remains magnetic. The armature returns to its original position due to armature spring action. This process occurs repeatedly. Till the push button remains pressed, hammer keeps striking the gong of the bell, and as a result of this, sound is produced. Let us see how force on a current carrying conductor acts when placed in a magnetic field. When current flows through a conductor, magnetic field is produced around it. The direction of this field B depends upon the direction of flow of electric current I. Similarly, when an electrical conductor is placed in a magnetic field, a force acts upon it. The direction of this force always perpendicular to both direction of current and direction of magnetic field. If the poles are reversed, the direction of force is also reversed. If the current flowing through the conductor is increased, then the force also increases. This force acting on a current conducting wire was discovered by the great scientist Michael Faraday. The direction of force acting on a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field can be found according to Fleming's left hand rule. According to Fleming's left hand rule, the direction of force applied to a current carrying wire is perpendicular to both the direction of current as well as magnetic field. It means that stretch the thumb, the first finger and the middle finger in such a manner that they are perpendicular to each other. That is, the angle between the pairs of finger is 90 degree. Then, if the first finger shows the direction of magnetic field and the middle one the direction of current flow, then the thumb shows the direction of force F acting on the current carrying conductor. We have seen that magnetic field is created when current flows through a solenoid, that is a cylindrical core of insulated copper wires. Michael Faraday, a great scientist, discovered that if changes are brought about in the magnetic field, then electric current can be produced. If we rotate a coil of a good conducting wire between the poles of a magnet, then the number of magnetic lines of force associated with it are altered. Similarly, if a magnet moves within the coil, there is change in the same manner. When this occurs, current starts flowing in the coil. So, electromagnetic induction is the production of an electric current across a conductor moving through a magnetic field. Generators, transformers are devices working on this principle. Electric generator is such a device that converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. Generators are of two types. One is AC generator and another is DC generator. AC generator or alternating current generator. This produces current that flows in such a manner that its direction and amplitude changes constantly with time. But in case of DC generator, this generator produces current that flows in the same direction in a continuous manner. Now, what is the structure of an AC generator and how it works? AC generators operate on the principle of electromagnetic induction. Alternating voltage or current may be generated by rotating a coil in the magnetic field or by rotating a magnetic field with a stationary coil. The value of the voltage or current generated depends on the number of turns in the coil, strength of the field and the speed at which the coil or magnetic field rotates. Here N S is a strong permanent magnet. ABCD is a non-conductor frame on which copper wire has been coiled several times to form a rectangular coil. The coil is coated with a non-conductor substance like varnish so that they do not touch each other. The coil can freely move between the NS poles. This rectangular coil is made to rotate between two rings E and F. There are two contact brushes G and H attached to the rings respectively. The rectangular frame ABCD moves between the poles due to mechanical energy. Assume that the plane of the coil in that of the magnetic lines of force and the coil starts moving in an anti-clockwise direction. The magnetic field entering into the face ABCD of coil increase from 0 to some infinite value and continues to increase till the coil becomes normal to the field. The rate at which the magnetic field linked with the coil changes is the maximum in the beginning and then it decreases continuously. When the coil becomes normal to the field, current in the coil is 0. When the coil further rotates, the face of the coil through which magnetic field enters start changing the direction of current reversed. It keeps increasing till the plane of the coil does not become parallel to the magnetic field lines. Thus, maximum current flows through the coil at this juncture. If the coil is rotated further, the area in contact with DCBA increase and the rate of change of magnetic field area becomes less. Thus, the amount of current flowing through the coil decreases. When the coil is perpendicular to the magnetic lines of force, then current becomes 0. Now, the north pole of the magnet is reversed. Current starts flowing from its original direction. The direction of current produced and its resultant keeps changing with time. Now, let us discuss about DC generator. This also works like the AC generator. The difference in its structure is a half rectangular ring rather than E and F rings as seen in AC generators. The rectangular frame rotates and moves from a position parallel to the magnetic field to an upper one. The brush presence create a connection as electric current starts flowing. We can see thus that current flows in the same direction. Alternating current AC and direct current DC. As we have discussed that in household as well as industrial purposes, AC is widely used. The current that flow out from the switch points at home is AC. The current produced by a battery is DC. To change AC to DC, a rectifier is used. AC is transmitted from electricity generation centers to houses and industries through high voltage transformer, that is step up transformers at very high voltage. At the site of delivery like houses and industries, this voltage is reduced with the help of step down transformers. In this way, transmission cost is reduced as well as wastage of energy is minimized. Transmission of DC causes the loss of a large amount of energy. Transformers cannot be used for DC. Devices like electric motor that works on AC are stronger than those that use DC. DC is generally used in electrolysis, charging the cells, making electromagnet, etc. DC of same voltage as AC is more dangerous because in DC direction of flow of current does not change. Thus, people coming in contact with DC accidentally get stuck to it, while when they come in contact with AC, due to change in direction of flow of current, they are flung afar. Major portion of AC flows through the upper portion of a wire. Thus, where a thick wire has to be installed, several thin wires are coiled together to form a thick wire, which will not be the case with DC. Now, let us discuss distribution of electrical energy for household purpose. The production of electricity is done far away from cities at electricity generation centers. Here, electricity is produced usually at 11 kV 50 Hz frequency. The system by which electricity is transmitted from such centers to the consumer can be divided into two parts. One is transmission system, another is distribution system. At the electricity generation center, by using step up transformer, voltage is converted from 11 kV to 132 kV. Then the electricity reaches at low power station through high tension wire. At lower power station, it again converted up to 3.3 kilovolt by using step down transformer. In this way, by using step down transformer, electricity reaches at home at the village of 220 volt and 50 Hz. Hertz is unit of frequency. The number of cycles completed by AC in 1 second is called as its frequency. A frequency of 50 Hz means AC completes 50 cycles per second. AC flow in one direction 50 times while in the other again 50 times in electrical wires, bulbs and other electrical appliances. This means that a bulb lights up 100 times and goes out 100 times in a second, but due to the lack of perception of such small intervals of time, a bulb appears to glow constantly. If the voltage of a transformer is increased, then current flow reduces in the same proportion. Thus, by using step up transformer, we change electricity to higher voltage and reduce the current flow. By transmitting this low current, we reduce the losses occurred during the transmission. The distribution system is the arrangement which provides power from substation to the consumer. It involved feeder distributors, sub-distributors and servicemen. Normally, there are two types of distribution system. One is tree system, another is ring system. These days mostly ring system is used. Usually, the phase wire has a red colored insulation over it, while neutral wire has insulation of any color other than red or green. Inside the houses, wiring is done in parallel mode, such that when one lights an appliance in a room, it does not affect the strength of current in another room. We use another wire that has green colored insulation over it, which is called as earth wire. All the appliances are connected to the earth. This electrical energy is produced by using our natural resources. Population growth and urbanization is increasing the demand of electricity day by day. Thus, it is important to use electricity judiciously. Now, let us discuss what are the precautions to be taken while using electrical energy. Before working with electricity, one must ensure whether it is AC or DC current. DC of the same voltage of AC is more dangerous. Do not touch electricity supply wires with your bare hands. One may even die due to shock from electric current. This main switch should be switched off in case of any accident. One must separate a person who has received a current shock with the help of a safe non-conductor, that is rubber, stick, shoes or gloves. Never touch such a person directly. Never use water to extinguish fire caused due to electrical spark. Always ensure that a main supply is switched off before working on electric circuits. Use rubber gloves, shoes and separator device when it is necessary to work on live circuit. In household wiring, always use good quality wires, proper thickness and insulation. All the materials should be ISI marked. Connectors should be tight and joints should be covered with insulating tapes. Ensure that the safety measures of earthing and fuse wire are properly done in your household electrical circuit. Ensure that a miniature circuit breaker or MCB is there, or at least a fuse wire of appropriate load capacity is present. All switches can be switched off by simply closing the single large main switch so that current flow to all appliances is cut off in the emergency. Now, what are the accidents caused by electricity? The accidents caused by electricity occurs due to leakage of current, short circuit, overload. Leakage of current. Often due to continuous flow of electric current, the insulation over wires get affected and it is scraped off and the wires are left bare. Current leakage occurs through such bare wires. These bare wires in contact with a metallic surface increases its voltage to that of the main source. The surface of the metal, if comes in contact with earth, allows current flow into the earth. When a person touches such appliances, gets a severe shock. Short circuit. If the main and neutral wire come in contact with each other, there is a sudden huge spark that takes the form of fire. Overload. If several appliances are connected to the same circuit, there is an overload in the circuit. The value of current flow goes above the required value of the circuit. This is called overloading. You may have seen that During summer, when the demand on electricity increases, transformers often burn due to extra load. Safety devices used in electrical circuits, that are electrical fuse. A piece of wire made up of lead and tin alloy is used in making fuse. It has its melting point lower and higher resistance than that of electrical wire. Due to this, if current in a circuit increases above a particular point, the fuse wire gets heated and burns out. Due to this, the whole circuit is saved from burning. The fuse wire is connected to the main source in series. Usually, 5 ampere fuse is used for household appliances, while 15 ampere fuse is used for power circuits. Miniature circuit breaker or MCB. MCB is a self-regulatory switch which saves the circuit from overloading as well as from short circuits. If there is any barrier in the flow of electrical current, it immediately stops the flow of current. Earthing of electrical appliances. Leakage of electric current in electrical appliances can harm us. Thus, as a precaution, the metallic end of all appliances is connected to one end of earth wire and the other end is attached to a copper plate and buried deep in the ground. Thus, the body of all electrical appliances is of the same potential difference as that of the earth. If ever we come in contact with electrical current, the path of earthing would be shorter than that through our bodies, and thus we would be saved as current would flow through other path. Let us summarize what we have discussed today. Magnetic field is that region around a magnet that deflects a magnetic needle kept in the region due to application of force. The electrical appliances like fan, mixer, juicer grinder, crane, etc. that use motors are based on magnetic effects of electric current. A change in magnetic lines of force present in conjunction with a current carrying coil produce electric current. This is called as electromagnetic induction. Fleming's left hand rule gives the direction of force that acts upon a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. Electrical generators are such devices in which mechanical energy is converted to electrical energy. Electric current is transmitted at high voltage and low current from one place to another. Rectifiers are used to convert AC to DC. Current produced by a battery is DC. Household appliances are always connected in parallel so that if the appliances is used, it does not affect electric current taken by other appliances. Transformers convert high voltage to lower, that is step down transformer, and low voltage to higher voltage, that is step up transformer. Fuse wire has a low melting point and high resistance. One must wear rubber shoes and gloves while working with electrical circuits. It is because rubber is a bad conductor of electricity, thus current does not flow through it. During an accident due to electricity, switch off the main switch. The person who is a victim of electric shock should be separated from the appliance or lifted from the ground with the help of a non-conductor. The person should not be touched in any case. During disaster like fire or earthquake, try to switch off the main switch. I hope you have understood the topic. Thank you.